Hey guys! I know this is kind of weird. I'm going to be doing a tutorial on the Morphe 35O palette today, and we're just going to jump right into it. So I'm going to prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Shadow Potion. And I'm just going to kind of slide this all around the eyelids just to make sure that there are no creases and it lasts all day. So don't have to be really precise with that. I just kind of blend that out. And I usually use some white shadow just to set it so that when I'm putting on any eyeshadows, it doesn't kind of crease or bend or anything like that. It's just a nice smooth canvas. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the palette. It's a beautiful palette. Let's start with some transition shades, shall we? So I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It's on the far right, and I'm just going to put that into my crease. Now it looks really orange when you first put it on, but it'll blend out, don't worry. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like blended out. It's not perfect, but it doesn't need to be at this point. I just kind of want to put something down so we can go in with some darker shades. So here's the palette again. The darker shades are mainly around this area, so I'm going to take this nice warm chocolate brown right smack dab in the middle. I'm going to take that same brush that I used. This is the Sigma E35. And I'm just going to take that chocolate shade and just kind of focus it right on this outer area right here just to deepen and smoke the eye out a little bit, since we're going for a smokier look today. Okay, I don't want to use too much of that shadow. I'm going to go in with my MAC 217 brush, just a nice fluffy brush, has a stain on it. And I'm going to go in with something even deeper. So let's move down to the very bottom row. I'm just going to mix my brush in both of these shades and kind of just create a nice deep chocolate brown. And placement is going to be the same. Just going to focus it right on that outer corner. I still just kind of want to deepen it and just make it a little smokier, and then we'll go in with the lid shade. I'm just taking that first transition shade and I'm just going right back into it and just blending out any harsh lines. Okay, so that's pretty smoky. I don't really want to change it up too much. Let's go in with the lid shade. So what I'm going to do is mix this really shimmery coppery color at the very bottom right with this shade right here, a nice pink champagne shade, which is just diagonal up. So if you can kind of see that, far bottom right, and then this shade. Guys, I just pulled my Fix Plus out of this box of tricks. This is what happens when you have a toddler. Okay, so I'm going to mix those two shades and I'm just going to give it a little spritz. Nothing too crazy. And this is just going to help the shadows kind of press onto your lid without flaking or having any fallout or anything like that. And it also intenses the shadows, which is wonderful. So lightly, I'm just going to dab this onto the lid. I'm not really going to swipe it or anything like that. I just want to be able to dab it, and then we'll add more if we want to and kind of see where that goes. So let's do that. I'm adding some more copper because I want it to be a little more warm. I'm just going to pack that right across the lid like that. And now that I have that done on both lids, I'm going to use that first transition shade that we used Okay, so that's kind of what it looks like right now. That's what the sparkle looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and do that bottom lash line. I'm going to take this Sigma E30 brush, just any pencil brush will do, or any small brush. And I'm just going to kind of mix some of the shades that we put in the crease just to kind of give it the same look. I'm going to take this warm brown in the very center that I used and mixed it with some of the darker browns down here that I also used on the crease. As you see, I put down the shades, but it doesn't look very blended. It looks kind of harsh. So I'm going to take that first transition shade again, right over here. I really like this shade actually. It reminds me of orange soda or caramel from Anastasia. I'm just going to take it lightly and just kind of help blend the shadows out a little bit right here. Okay, so that's what it looks like right now. I'm gonna blend it out a little bit more one last time with that same transition shade all over. This is turning out really copper. I mean, I wanted it to be copper, but this is like, bam. Okay, so I'm gonna take a clean pencil brush and I just wanna make that inner corner pop. So I'm gonna go in with, let's use this shade. I don't want it to be stark white like this one, and I also don't want it to be too shimmery like this one, so I'm just going to use that second shade on the first row, dip it in a little bit, and then just go lightly into the inner corner, and then we'll add Fix Plus later. Okay, so that's what the inner corner looks like highlighted. Let's go in with some winged liner. My favorite one is the Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D, and this is in the shade Trooper or just black. And this is what it looks like, okay, I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to draw a line from here out, and then I'm going to connect it, and then I'm going to fill in the inner corner. Okay, now that they look somewhat even, I'm going to curl my lashes and put on some. I'm going to use the Maybelline Sensational. I actually really like this mascara. It takes me, oh man, it's really hard for me to like a mascara. My lashes are really short and they're not thick at all. They're very sparse. There's not a lot of them either. So if I like a mascara, it's really good. I'm going to use the MAC Giga Black Play Extended Play Lash. Hope that's focused. And I'm just going to run this through my lower lash line. Okay, I'm not too worried about the mascara or anything like that because I always go in with false lashes. The style I'm going to use today is from New Bounce'em. They're called the Bella 3D Mink Lashes, and this is what they look like. I have a coupon code for 20% off. It's just Tiffany, Tiffany. And yeah, that'll get you 20% off. So I'm just going to take it right out of the box, and I'm just going to bend the band a little bit, and I'm going to apply some. So a quick tip when you're doing lashes and you're applying the glue, wrap both of the tips right here in the beginning and the end, because that's where your inner corner and the outer corner will be, and that's where the glue kind of comes off first. It won't come off in the middle, so make sure you kind of wrap it around right here just to make sure that it doesn't come off. Okay, so we're just going to let this dry for about 30 seconds. I'm going to quickly line my waterline and tightline with the Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes in black. Okay, so I'm going to use these lash tweezers. I'm just going to pick them up, kind of run it into the middle like that, and then I'm going to set it. I'm going to kind of go in this way instead of this way so that I can make sure it gets like right behind the lash line and has that nice flared look. So I like to put it down in the middle first and then adjust the outer and inner corners. And the same thing on the other side. And that is the false lashes on. So I know this is kind of dramatic for most. Okay, so I zoomed out. I know that using false lashes can seem really high maintenance and it takes a long time and you can't get it down right, but honestly it's just a lot of practice makes perfect. And I feel like it adds a nice flair to every look, especially since you saw my lashes were just so short, and when I do kind of dramatic crazy eye looks like this and I have such tiny lashes, it just doesn't wrap the look together the way that falsies does for me personally. But if you just want to use mascara, then just use mascara. I don't feel like you need to use falsies or anything like that unless you want to. Okay, so we're going to move on to blush and highlight and lips and we'll be done. So the blush I'm going to use is from Tarte. It's their Captivating blush. I talk about this one a lot because I love it. I'm just going to use this Tarte this Tarte brush and just put that on the apples of my cheeks, swiping upwards. Alright, next we're going to go in with highlight, and we're going to use the Gilded Honey highlight and the Anastasia A23 brush. I'm also using Fix Plus just to kind of spritz the brush, and then dabbing into the product and going in again. I like to do this several times in order to get the desired intensity that I want. Okay, I'm just going to put some on my nose, my Cupid's bow, and down the bridge of my nose a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with lip. So you guys know that my favorite liquid lipstick or lipstick of all time is Colourpop's Tulle. And this is what it looks like. It's just a nice dirty rose mauve shade. And I'm just going to do my lips. Okay, that's about it. That's the finished look. That is the Copper Smoky Eye using the 35O palette. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I did do my foundation and everything before. I just used the Lorac contour palette and my L'Oreal Pro Matte foundation. And my brows, I'm going to be doing an updated brow tutorial very soon. I use all Anastasia products, so I'll be doing that really soon. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye!